Have you ever noticed that the moment you start caring more, the other person starts caring less? First, everything feels easy. They reply fast. They seem curious. They make effort without being pushed. You are not analyzing every pause or wondering if you said too much. The connection feels natural. Then something shifts. You start checking your phone more often. A slower reply feels like a warning. A colder message feels like rejection. A canceled plan feels like proof that something is slipping away. So you try to fix it. You become warmer. You become more available. You explain more. You forgive faster. You give more chances. You think, maybe if I show them how much I care, they will finally come closer. But somehow the opposite happens. They become quieter. They invest less. They feel farther away. And now you are trapped in a painful loop. The more you reach, the more they retreat. The hardest part is that you did not start with bad intentions. You were not trying to control anyone. You just cared. But care without balance can start to feel like fear. And when fear enters the connection, the whole dynamic changes. This is where people misunderstand the lesson. They think the answer is to care less, act cold, or ignore someone until they chase. But this is not a game of coldness. This is not manipulation. This is not pretending you do not care. The real problem is not that you have feelings. The problem is when your feelings make you abandon your own center. In every early connection, there is an invisible balance. Both people are still discovering each other. There is curiosity, uncertainty, space, and movement. You are learning who they are, and they are learning who you are. But when one person starts giving too much too soon, the balance changes. One person becomes the one reaching. The other becomes the one being reached for. One person starts waiting. The other starts deciding. And for some people, especially emotionally immature people, being wanted too easily makes them invest less. Not because your care has no value, but because your effort fills the entire room. There is no space left for their effort to appear. That is the first problem. Overgiving removes space. When you always text first, they do not have to wonder if they should reach out. When you always repair the tension, they do not have to sit with the discomfort they helped create. When you always forgive inconsistency, they learn that inconsistency does not cost them access to you. The second problem is emotional pressure. When you care too much from anxiety, the other person can often feel it. Even if you never say, "I need reassurance," your energy says it. Your mood changes when they reply. Your peace depends on their tone. Your day rises and falls with their attention. Then connection stops feeling light. It starts feeling like responsibility. Instead of feeling appreciated, they feel monitored. Instead of feeling desired, they feel needed. Instead of feeling close, they feel trapped inside your expectations. And if they already have avoidant tendencies, that pressure can make them pull away even faster. Then your nervous system panics. Their distance activates your fear of abandonment. So you try harder. You send one more message. You explain one more time. You ask what changed. You offer more patience, more warmth, more understanding. But their nervous system reads your effort as more pressure. So they step back again. Now both people are inside a loop. You chase because they withdraw. They withdraw because you chase. The connection becomes less about love and more about emotional survival. This is the anxious attachment trap. When someone gives you attention, you feel calm. When they pull away, you feel unsafe. So your brain starts treating their affection like oxygen. You stop asking, "Is this person good for me?" And you start asking, "How do I make them stay?" That question is dangerous because it makes you negotiate against yourself. You ignore red flags. You accept half effort. You make excuses for inconsistency. A reply becomes a reward. A plan becomes proof. A small compliment becomes enough to restart your hope. This is where the emotional swing becomes exhausting. One day you feel chosen. The next day you feel invisible. One message makes you calm. One silence destroys your mood. You start living between hope and humiliation, between fantasy and fear. Eventually, you are not really relating to the person anymore. You are relating to the version of them you are trying to get back. the curious version from the beginning, the version that made everything feel simple. But here is the truth. A connection that only works when you ask for nothing is not a safe connection. If someone becomes interested only when you are distant, quiet, or emotionally unavailable, that is not intimacy. That is uncertainty pretending to be chemistry. Real connection does not require you to perform indifference. But it also does not require you to over-explain your worth. So what is the solution? The solution is not to become cold. It is to become regulated. It is to care without collapsing. It is to be warm without handing someone complete control over your emotional state. First rule: do not increase your effort when their effort decreases. If someone becomes inconsistent, do not respond by becoming more intense. If they give less, do not automatically give more. Pause. Watch. Effort is information. Consistency is information. Silence is information too. Second rule: match energy, but do not mirror dysfunction. Matching energy does not mean playing games. It means you stop compensating for someone else's lack of investment. If they take 3 steps back, you do not run 5 steps forward. You stay respectful, but you stop carrying the connection alone. Third rule: keep your life bigger than one person's attention. Your routines, friends, goals, body, sleep, work, and peace all matter. The more your world shrinks around one person, the heavier your love becomes. And the heavier it becomes, the more desperate you feel when they pull away. Fourth rule: give people space to show you who they are. If you always initiate, always explain, always repair, and always soften the consequences, you never learn what they would do without your emotional labor. Sometimes stepping back is not manipulation. Sometimes it is observation. You are becoming quiet enough to see whether they choose to move toward you. Fifth rule: never confuse anxiety with connection. The fact that someone makes you feel intensely does not mean they are right for you. Sometimes intensity is just your nervous system trying to win love from someone inconsistent. Sometimes they are not your soulmate. Sometimes they are the person reopening an old wound. This is why boundaries are not walls. Boundaries are how you keep your heart from becoming a place where anyone can enter without responsibility. A boundary says, I can care about you, but I will not abandon myself to keep you. It says, I can be kind, but I will not overfunction for someone who is underinvesting. That is the deeper lesson. Love is not proven by how much of yourself you are willing to lose. Love is not measured by how long you can wait in confusion. Love is not the art of shrinking your needs until someone finally chooses you. Real love should expand you, not erase you. It should make you softer but not weaker, open but not desperate, patient but not self-abandoning. If someone loses interest because you stop chasing, they were not interested in closeness. They were interested in control. If someone only values you when you are hard to reach, they may not be ready for something honest. So do not stop caring. Just stop spending your care where there is no responsibility. Do not become cruel. Become clear. Do not become unavailable. Become selective. Do not turn your heart off. Learn where it belongs. Because the goal is not to make people chase you. The goal is to stop chasing people who make you feel like love is something you have to earn by suffering. When you feel yourself caring too much, come back to one question. Am I giving from love, or am I giving from fear? If it is love, it will feel steady. If it is fear, it will feel like panic wearing the mask of devotion. Once you can tell the difference, everything changes. You stop begging for clarity from people who benefit from your confusion. You stop treating mixed signals like mysteries you need to solve. You stop mistaking someone's distance for proof that you need to try harder. You begin to understand that your peace is also a form of self-respect. Your time is also valuable. Your attention is also something someone should meet with care. The right person will not lose respect for you because you care. But the right person will also not require you to destroy your balance just to keep their attention. So care deeply, but care with dignity. Give honestly, but watch what comes back. Stay open, but do not hand your whole emotional world to someone who has not shown they can hold it carefully. Because the people who are meant for you will not need you to disappear before they value your presence. They will not need you to become colder before they become consistent. Your care is not the problem. The problem is giving it to people who only respect it when it is unavailable. And once you understand that, you stop asking, "How do I make them stay?" You start asking the question that brings your power back. Do they deserve this much of me? If this video helped you recognize a pattern in your own life, subscribe for more videos about human behavior, emotions, and the hidden psychology behind relationships. This is the human pattern.